Well, hey, today is May the 31st, and we're down here today, got a little campfire going. It's a little hot for a campfire, but I've been cleaning up a lot of downed brush, a lot of limbs. We had a lot of storms that rolled through here a couple of weeks ago, or last week, before we went on vacation. We're back, and we're in the fifth wheel, which is covered by a old billboard sign tarp right now because it's got a leaky roof, which is kind of the point of this video. I want to just kind of show you the things that we're struggling with here with these campers. If you own a camper or have ever owned a camper, you know that if your camper doesn't currently leak, it's just a matter of time until the roof or something around the windows leaks, and keeping them from leaking is an ongoing chore. And we have this one, the Avion, and then we also have the Airstream that's back in the woods here. And all of those in their lifetime have had some roof leaks and window leaks, and have had some minor repair to major repair because of those things. And so what we're really struggling with now, and we kind of knew this was going to be an issue under the canopy of all these trees, is that we get a lot of pine needles up on the roof. And when you get pine needles and leaves up on the roof, water tends to set up there once it rains. And it's just an ongoing chore to keep all the pine needles and the water off of that roof. If the water sits there, it'll eventually leak into the camper and cause you some trouble. So what we're doing is we are going to purchase some camper covers that are carport style. So this camper here is 32 feet long, I believe, but a 30-foot cover will cover that from end to end. We have found those online for around $3,000 a piece, which is a pretty good deal if you think about it. It's metal. They're all metal construction, pretty heavy gauge steel, but that $3,000 is actually a delivered and installed price. All we do is have to provide the either the gravel or the concrete for them to put on in a level area. And so we're going to start that process, and probably going to go ahead and order the first one. It's a 90-day ordering process. But the campers, if they continue to sit out just in the weather like this, they're not going to last very long. And so we can take those carports and put these campers under it. It'll help to keep them cool in the summertime, so that we're not just battling the heat, keep the debris off of them, keep the water off of them, those kind of things, and really help to protect the camper itself. The cool thing about those is, because they're made of steel, they're going to last, virtually forever, and they can be added on to. So we can take that camper cover, and I'm going to show you in the video how we can take that camper cover down the road and virtually add on to, especially one like for the fifth wheel down here, which is probably not going to be here forever. But this would be a great cabin location down here. And so if you could imagine, we could convert that metal roof into a cabin, which will be really cool. Campers are cool, cabins are cool. This is the fifth wheel that was donated, and we totally renovated it inside. And this is the one that my family stays in when we come down, because we've got 5 kids. This is the one that our guests with larger families would stay in. So there's 4 bunk beds in the back, and then there's a queen bed on this end in what they call the master bedroom, which is where the full bath is. And then there's also a pull-out sofa. So it would sleep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. Maybe even more than that. So now we're at campground number 2. So this is our 1978 Airstream that we totally redid on the inside. It's really cool. It's a great little teak setup here, and then some little chairs. We've got a little firewood stand here. Just want to kind of show you what we're struggling with. So I've got my ladder out so you can kind of see what goes on. And so you don't have to wait very long before the roof of your Airstream looks like that. And so you can get up here with a blower and you can blow it off. But what happens is the debris will set inside that channel right there, and it causes water to kind of pool up on the roof. And that's where our roof leaks are coming from on both sides. And so it's not bad yet on this one. It's a whole lot worse on the Avion, and really bad on the fifth wheel. But we need to get you can just see all the debris that this collects, and we need to get a cover over these that will shed this debris off and help to protect these campers. So that's the issue. And you can see, you know, they just sit right here in the midst of these trees, which is beautiful and awesome. And you want it to be buried in the woods like this, but with a camper cover on it, that would really protect us. We've got enough room. We could actually come in here and do that 18-footer and have even a patio covered, which will be cool. So I don't know what size we'll get there. The price difference is not a lot. It's like $300 or $400 difference between getting that extra 6 feet of coverage. So that's kind of what we're thinking there. And then down the road, that once that camper cover is installed, either the campers can be changed in and out, or that could be converted easily into a cabin location with water, sewer, and electrical already run to it. So that'd be a really easy place to do that. I had somebody ask me, well, what about using those lightweight canvas type ones? And I don't know if you can see, but what happens with those, because we've got this one here and we've got one up that the Jeep is covered with right now, kind of temporarily. What happens with those is the same thing. The debris falls on them and they get heavy in these areas here where that is. And when it rains, the rain will settle in here, and the longer it rains, the more this thing will sag. And I'll come in here after the rain and there'll be 60 gallons of water sitting on the roof of this thing, and these legs will bend and they'll stretch out of place, and that's what happened to the other one. It just collapsed under the weight it's sitting up there, and I'm only using about a half of it now because and you can see I've kind of rigged some ways to kind of help hold that up. These are okay, but they're not. I also want to show you that, you know, it won't be very long until this one takes its place down there too. We've just got this one is the 68, so this will be our 4th camper. It's been totally redone on the inside, almost finished. That thing's gonna be ready to go soon, and so we want to make sure we protect this one too. So anything that's extra for this fundraiser will go toward the cover for this one as well. We want to keep all of them protected the best that we can and make them last as long as they possibly can. We've got 4 campsites. We've got 3 campers there. Now this will be the 4th, and we would really appreciate you guys doing what you can to help us keep these guys protected so that we can have more and more guests come down and stay and really enjoy the wilderness and the retreat at Bible Grove.